Assalamualaikum students, welcome to Air Foundation School System. This is class 8 and this is your physics class. In previous lecture we discussed about some measuring instruments. Actually we discussed about some length measuring instruments and we learned about the meter rule and measuring tape. In this lecture we are going to discuss another length measuring instrument and it is vernier calipers. Actually it is used in labs and it is the length measuring instrument which is used to measure small lengths. In meter rule and with the help of measuring tape we generally measure large lengths, but with the help of vernier calipers we only measure very small lengths such as internal diameter, external diameter and the length of a cylinder, length of a wire, radius of a sphere, diameter of a sphere, etc. Actually with the help of vernier calipers we generally measure very small lengths and this apparatus is used in our labs and also used in engineering and mechanical engineering. Now we move about the construction of vernier calipers. Before discussing construction, I show you a vernier caliper. This is our vernier caliper which is used in lab. Its construction is simple. It is made of two main scales. It is made of two main scales. One is the fixed scale and other is movable on this fixed scale. Actually the one which is fixed, this is the main scale and it is the fixed scale. It has one jaw attached with it fixed end, and the other scale is movable scale which move on vernier scale, which move on main scale. It is the vernier scale which move on the main scale. It consists of two jaws. These jaws are this is one and this is second. These two jaws, one is the fixed, this is the fixed jaw and this is movable, and it is also made of two scales. One is the main scale, this is main scale, and this is the vernier scale which move on the main scale. The main scale has centimeter and millimeter deviance. You can see that this scale has centimeters and millimeter deviance, and actually the second scale which move on main scale and it is vernier scale, it has 10 deviance. Here it has 0 to 10 deviance, and the one deviation is its one deviation is 0.9 millimeter, and this is the vernier scale and it move on main scale. Now we move towards the least count of vernier calipers. Actually the least count is the minimum measurement, the least measurement which we can take from an instrument. The least count of vernier scale is the difference between one main scale deviation and one vernier scale deviation. Actually it is the difference between the one main scale and one vernier scale deviation. The least count of vernier calipers can also be found with the help of a formula which is the smallest reading on main scale. The smallest reading on this scale, this is the main scale, and the smallest reading on this scale is 1 millimeter. Actually it is the smallest reading on this scale and that is 1 millimeter, and divided by the number of deviations on the vernier scale, and I told you the vernier scale has 10 deviations on it. So the least count of vernier scale, the smallest deviation on main scale, that is 1 millimeter. The smallest deviation on this scale, this is the main scale, and that is 1 millimeter, and the number of deviations on the vernier scale, this is the vernier scale and it has 10 deviations on this scale. Also the least count of vernier caliper is 1 millimeter divided by 10 deviations, so 1 by 10, that is 0.1 millimeter. If we convert it into centimeter, then it is 0.01 centimeter. So the minimum measurement, minimum length which can be measured with the help of a least count, with the help of a vernier caliper is 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. Now we move towards the working of this instrument. In order to measure the length with the help of a vernier caliper, first we must find about the error in the instrument. The error in this instrument is called the zero error, and it can be found from the instrument. I told you later about the zero error. And in order to measure length, first we find the zero error in the instrument, and next we made the necessary correction in the instrument. If this instrument had zero error in it, then we first made the necessary correction in it, and the zero error is the negative of zero correction is the negative of zero error. Now we move towards the measurement reading taking method. How to take a reading with the help of vernier calipers. First of all, I told you first we calculate about the zero error. What is the zero error in the instrument, and then we made the zero correction, that is the negative of zero error. Now taking a reading with the help of a vernier calipers. So we are going to find out the diameter of a solid cylinder. We are going to find the diameter of a solid cylinder. First of all, we place the cylinder here between these two jars. For example, I told you here we place a pen in these two jars. Here we place the jars and close this screw gently, so that this instrument hold this cylinder in between these two jars. Now first we place the cylinder between the jaws and close the jaws gently. Note complete deviance of main scale past the vernier scale 0. When we place the cylinder here, then we note the complete deviance of number of deviance of main scale past the vernier scale 0. Got it? Note complete deviance of main scale past the vernier scale 0 in a tabular form. We take 2 or 3 readings, and then find vernier scale reading coinciding with any deviation of main scale. Any one of vernier scale reading coinciding with the main scale reading, and we noted that reading and multiplied that reading with the least count of the vernier calipers and add it with the main scale reading, and this we get the volume of the solid cylinder. I revised the procedure. Finding the diameter of solid cylinder, place the solid cylinder between two jaws and close the jaws gently, and then note complete deviance of main scale past the vernier scale 0 in the tabular form, and then find the vernier scale reading coinciding with the main scale reading. This is the, and multiply it with the least count and add it with main scale reading, and we got the volume of solid cylinder. Finally, we add the zero correction in our reading in order to get correct measurement. And now we discuss about the zero error. What is zero error? Zero error can be found. First, we find the zero error from the apparatus. How it can be found? It can be found in a very simple way. You have to close both the jars in this way. You have to close both the jars in this way. If the zero of the main scale coinciding with the zero of the vernier scale, if the zero of the main scale, here it is the zero of the main scale, here this is the zero of the main scale, and this is the zero of the vernier scale. We are going to calculate the zero error from the apparatus. Close both the jars, and you note that if both the zero of the vernier scale and the zero of the main scale coinciding with each other, then there will be no zero error in this instrument. If the zero of the main scale is not coinciding with the zero of the vernier scale, then there will be zero error in the instrument. It may be positive or negative. When it is positive and when it is negative, it is positive if the zero of the vernier scale is on right side of the zero of the main scale. If the zero of the vernier scale is on right side of the main scale 0, it is positive zero error, and in order to make zero correction, it is subtracted from the final reading. Positive zero error is subtracted from the final reading. Positive zero error is found if the zero of the vernier scale is on the right hand side of the zero of the main scale, then it is positive zero error and it is subtracted from the final reading in order to make zero correction. Negative zero error is opposite to the positive zero error. Negative zero error, the apparatus has a negative zero error if the zero of the vernier scale is on left side of the zero of the main scale. If the zero of vernier scale is on right hand side of the zero of main scale, it is positive, and if the zero of the vernier scale is on left hand side of the zero of main scale, it is negative zero error and it is added to the final reading in order to make zero correction. This is all about vernier calipers. If you have any problem regarding the lecture, you can ask me in comment section. I will also provide you the notes of this lecture on web portal. Thank you so much.